Good day, everyone. I'm Per Gerald Sumapip, BSc 1-9, and I'm gonna tackle my topic is all about Karl Marx, Friedrich Engels, and Willem Bongers theory. But before that, I have prepared a sh- short activity of my topic that I can discuss later on. So in this activity, this activity will relate that them to my topic of or my discussion. Oh yeah, what do you mean? So just listen. Just focus on it and listen to my topic. So yeah. So next. So in this topic, I in this oh sorry. In this activity, I have a three pictures that I show you, and in this picture, I show three pictures. Can you determine who is Karl Marx, who is Friedrich Engels, and Will Bongers? So yeah. So next slide, please. So next slide. Um, First picture. It is. Can you guess what it is? It is Karl Marx. Yeah. Good. Karl Marx. Next picture. It's Friedrich Engels. Yeah. Nice one. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So next. Can you determine who it is? It is Willem Bongers. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. After you determine the three, the three philosopher that I gave to you, are you okay from now? If you are okay, I'm gonna discuss the three philosopher of my topic and just listen. And I hope you will learn something about my topic. Yeah, and so yeah, so let's proceed to my topic. But before that, who is Karl Marx? Karl Marx. Karl Marx is a German philosopher during the 19th century and realm of political philosophy, treated as a revolutionary activist, works inspiring the communist regime in the 20th century. He wrote the Communist Manifesto and Das Kapital. So Karl Marx is also known as the communism people who determined the and also he is the communist regime in the 19th century. Is the most popular philosopher. So of the European Union and this is a German philosopher them, and also he wrote the Communist Manifesto. The Communist Manifesto divided into three parts that I discussed later on. So yeah, and also he write them Das Kapital. So yeah, next slide please. Next slide. Next slide. Friedrich Engels. Friedrich Engels, a German philosopher and critic of political economy, historian, political theorist, and revolutionary socialist. He is closer to Karl Marx of the foundation of in communism. Also, he continued the Das Kapital after the death of Karl Marx and co-author of Communist Manifesto. So, Friedrich Engels, also known as the co-worker of Karl Marx, and he also supports the Karl Marx communism theory. Yeah. So he close to each other to determine the crime of the communism of the classes. So in this class, we did divide it into two. So I three two classes that I discuss later on. So yeah, so let's I gonna determine you what it is. So next slide please. Next slide. So Willem Bongers, a preeminent Dutch criminologist scholar, pioneering research translated the landscape of criminological thought at a historical juncture when biologically based explanation of crime predominated. He argued that a crime was caused by societal factors. So in this case, he is the Dutch criminologist and a scholar person who determined the and also he he learned the lesson that gave to him, and also we discussed predominant criminology student, and also in the communism he discussed the societal factor between each two, and yeah, so discuss them. So next slide please. Karl Marx theory. What is Karl Marx theory all about? Karl Marx theory. For it's the social classes formed within a particular mode of production that tend to establish a particular form of states, animated through complex and bring about major changes in the structure of society. So in this Karl Marx theory, they discuss them the social classes that form within a particular mode of production that runs a particular mode of form of states. So yeah, parang dinidiscuss niya dito yung yung social classes between each two, and also the production of the states kung nakakaunlad ba or nakakasama. Para that's like Willem was saying, they gives a crime them to people around the bend. So yeah, next slide please. Karl Marx, his focuses on social, it means his focuses on one social's life. Marx point out the one of the upper class which higher and one of the lower class which is means life in hardship or poverty. So in this case, Karl Marx focuses on on the classes there too, the upper and the lower class. In the upper class, they discuss the higher people or the the communist people that gives richer than the lower class. So it discusses to, and also he he predominant the upper class and the lower class, and that gives such a crime them to people. So yeah, next slide please. The Communist Manifesto that I give to you that divided into three parts. It is the first is the bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie. Bourgeoisie, which means the capitalist class into our society. Wealth, which means the production. So in this case, the bourgeoisie was the boss, like a boss, and also this the upper people that gives higher structure, yeah. So parang dito po sa siya po yung parang boss dito, yung parang siya yung namamahala dun sa isang class ng communism ng isang tao. Excuse me po. Next is the proletariat. Proletariat or also workers or working people regarded collectively as well of industrial workers who lack their own means of production and hence help their labor to live. So in this case, the Communist Manifesto in proletariat, there are the laborers or workers that works into the bourgeoisie. So parang siya po yung yung nagtrabaho do sa bourgeoisie na kung saan yung parang siya po yung sinusunod po nila. So ganun po yung pagkakaano. So next slide. So next slide please. Lumpentoparetarian. The unorganized and non-political order society were not interested in revolutionary advancement. So siya po yung yung parang nagawa dito ng crime or which is called the lower class. So siya yung dito yung nagde-define ng lower class na kung saan pinapakita po dito yung yung inequality of these two classes, the upper and the lower class, which deprive as a crime of the people. So yeah, ganun po siya Next. So define them as the capitalism. Although workers produce things for the market force, not workers work with this regard to market. In understanding Karl Marx, in the classes, ang classes is defined by the ownership of the property. So dito, sa capitalism naman po, dinefine ni Karl Marx na kung saan, dinefine niya yung ownership ng property ng isang upper class at isang lower class. Na kung saan, kung nakakasunod or like, nakakapantay ba to sa isang organization or the company, kung nakakapantay ba or they deprive it as a crime or nakakagawa po siya ng crime. So parang ganun po. Yeah. So next slide please. Such old receipts best a person includes others' poverty in use for the medical purposes. Although Marx and Engels did not have a primary focus on crime and law, and also he believed the huge gap between the rich and poor people. Bongers illiteracy on various European countries. So, dito naman, si Engels naman ay parang nag-focus siya sa crime at law na ginagawa ng isang communist people of the upper class, which deprives crime to parang tawag dito like yung nakaka siya, yung isang upper class nakakasama po siya ng isang nakakasama po siya ng isang tao po. Parang ganun po. Sinasabotage niya yung isang kumpanya na kung saan dapat yun lang po yung they're focusing in their own company, yeah. So own company or the own organization. So yeah, ganun po siya. So next slide please. Next slide. Bonger highlighting the egoism itself does not make people criminal but can make me more capable of crime. So in highlight dito ni Bonger na ang egoism po ay isang parang like sabotage people, or like example nito ay yung isang kumpanya tapos ikaw yung nagtatrabaho tapos bigla ka nagtrabaho sa parang sinasabotage niya them. So parang ganun po siya describe po. So ganun po. So ganun po siya ka and also egoism. Parang example of this is the wife. Kung magka kung magtatrabaho kung magtatrabaho po kayo like kunyari asawa mo nagtrabaho dun sa sa ibang people. So parang deprive dito yung kapag kung ano yung estado ng buhay mo, yun lang yun. Kung mahirap ka talaga. Kung mayaman ka, ayun naman mo. Hindi porket kukunin mo yung yaman ng isang asawa mo, parang ganun. So, ganun po siya. Next. 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 Bongers was the central figure and established a criminology in the Netherlands. Suffocates the socio-economic causes of crime in capitalism. So dito, dinidescribe ni Bonger yung central figure sa isang bansa sa Netherlands kung saan hindi pagkakapantay-pantay ng isang pagkakaiba ng mga tao, like the sabotaging companies, ganon, like egoism people. So ganon. Parang hina-highlightin lang niya kung ano yung mga nangyayari just to understand them what we gonna do. So yeah, next slide please. Next. The economic solution of a crime. It based on community support and lack of maternity poverty, culture, intellect, and wealth should not be injured. According to Bonger, the economic system such as socialism or one or one in which people have more equal footing economically would support altruism and in turn reduce rates of crime. So dito naman po, ang ginawang solution ng crime dito is focusing on the upper class, which gives us support a lack of material poverty, such as the gives gives purposes to other class like the lower, and also at dinepay niya dito yung socialism na kung saan dapat lahat tayo ay they are equal or pantay-pantay. Parang dun po pinapakita dinedeprive po ng isang altruism ng isang crime. So parang ganun po siya dinedeprive as people po. Para po ma-reduce ang rates ng crime between the two gives us the equality of these two. So parang ganun, males ang crime na ginagawa ni isang communism na kung saan dapat po ay maituring po ditong pantay-pantay lahat ng pagkakatao. So this is my end of my topic. So I hope you will learn something about me. So I'm sorry for taking about this, man. Pero may sakit po talaga. Sama talaga pakiramdam ko. So yeah, thank you for listening. Enjoy the day and God bless everyone. So thank you. Enjoy the day and God bless.